So welcome to the world record holder for the longest chess marathon.
Absolutely.
Which when was it that you won
It was
this?
in April.
In April.
Yeah.
And you played chess for how many hours?
60 hours.
60 incredible hours.
No sleep, nothing.
Wow, no sleep. So you must really love chess.
I mean, I played enough chess for at least another decade. But
and is it true that you didn't lose any games or you lost some games?
on the challenger board, no. I won all the games.
You won all the
challenge
games
board,
on the challenge board and played chess for an incredible 60 hours. Are you a man or machine? You're a chess machine.
A blend of both.
No, but I mean, it's huge congratulations. But
Thank you.
But beyond that, the reason that you're doing it is for a really kind of impactful purpose. So tell us about that.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this. I'm the founder of a non-profit called Chess in Slums Africa. It's a non-profit organization that uses the game of chess as a tool to foster the social and intellectual development of children from the slums. And the general idea really is to give an entry point into education for young people. And Nigeria has 20 million children out of school. And how do we define education for a lot of these people that are falling through the cracks and don't fit in, even fit into the conventional educational system anymore? So it's us trying to reimagine education and using chess as a basic entry point to provide a lot of the skills that education for me is a capacity for thought, for independent thought, for problem solving, and to use chess as a medium to give them that ability to be able to think critically, to become thinkers, and to be empowered intellectually as well.
I followed your story for a while, and so it's so moving, some of the stuff that you do. Tell us about some of the children that you have impacted through Chess in Slums. There's some really touching stories, so I really want you to share those.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such an incredible journey filled with meaning, and in the last 7 years, I think one story that really strikes out was when we went to Oshodi Under Bridge in Lagos.
In Lagos,
and for those that are familiar with Oshodi Under Bridge, one of the most dangerous ghettos in Nigeria, and it's basically a hub, hotspot for criminals, and these are people that have done very heinous things to survive. And we went there, because we saw there were children amongst them, and these are like homeless kids. A lot of them have been orphaned, and they had to go there to find survival, to find the care that they never got within society. And we went there because we felt there was no single story about any people, and to empower them in a way that the world could see the potential that they had, and to not neglect the problem until it becomes a much bigger problem where you see them on the street as thugs. When there were a few chessboards, and for the next 7 months we started training these children. I could barely even speak any English. I have very little education.
Yeah.
But they started to show great aptitude for chess and all its complexities. And it was such a moment because at the end of the training, we did a tournament for them. And it became a success story where the children were now celebrated for their intellectual capacity. And people traveled from all over the world to come to Oshodi Under Bridge, one of the most dangerous places in the world. It became not just a classroom for people to learn, but a place where that truly inspired hope in the hearts of so many people. The Deputy High Commissioner of the Canadian Embassy, he came to sit with the kids, to play chess with them. The Royal Naval officers that were in the country, they came, and the children beat all of them. And it was a true testament that, it is indeed possible to do great things from a small place. And one of the boys that won there was a boy called Fawaz that was just another street homeless kid trying to survive. And he found chess, and that gave him an identity. And more importantly, it helped him find his place in the world. Now that boy now does a bit of software engineering, and it is doing well. And that is what we're trying to do, to use chess as a way to create opportunity.
It's incredible. I mean, because some of these kids would never dream that they could play chess or even see a chessboard, not to talk about really beating other people.
But that's the thing, talent is universal, but opportunity isn't. If you bridge the opportunity gap, you'll be astounded by what they can do with it.
Absolutely. And so what's your connection with Gabby? What do you know about the alliance and
I mean, it's my first time here, and I've spent some time just listening to some of the speakers. The first panel, my friend was on the first panel, and I think it's a convergence of ideas of people that are solving hard problems, people that are, and I say this, like when I walk into rooms like this, Gabby,
Yeah.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is, who are the people that are not in this room? And all of us being here, how is our presence, holding space for them? How is our presence making sure like the voices of the people back that can't make it to places like this can be heard
Yeah.
and seen? And it's why these conversations are important, so we can have that convergence and we can go over the ideas of why we do what we do, and the people that have the resource and the people that have the passion to execute on ground, that we can find convergence for them. So because if you want to change the world, someone has to pay for it. So
Absolutely.
I think Gabi is that important convening point for the leaders, the people with resource, to come together and solve problems for the people that cannot make it to this room.
Fantastic. So one final thing I want you to do is tell our viewers how you are making sure that Africa is and will become unstoppable.
All right. So hello everyone. My name is Tunde Onakoya, and I'm a national master of chess. Africa's success is inevitable, and I think with the work that I do to ensure that Africa becomes unstoppable is to put spotlight on the potential. Africa has a lot of potential, but potential is nothing if it's not realized, right? So we have to go from, talking about Africa's potential to actually actively investing in it. And I have picked a mountain because I see that there's a huge gap in education, to provide educational opportunities for the children. Because if we raise a new generation of thinkers, of critical thinkers, they will turn our biggest problems into global opportunities. And that is what we need. And not only do we need these thinkers, we need them to emerge from a place of duty and empathy to their own communities as well. If we can raise 1 million children from low-income communities, from the slums, we can reach critical mass. And those same people, when they're empowered with the right education, they will go back to their communities and they will create the same prosperity for other people like them. And this is how we become unstoppable, because our children are our greatest investment, not the resource. And we cannot tell them that there is no hope. And as long as there's hope for the children, there's hope for Africa. And I'm part of this movement as well.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
It's
much
been
for
so
having me
wonderful
here.
to have you.
Lovely to meet
Thank
you as
you.
well.